Caitlin Clark's college career is over. She may not have won the national championship, but there is no doubting that she had the biggest impact in women's basketball. She had one of the greatest college careers ever, and that she is a clear-cut #1 pick in the upcoming WNBA draft.
Stake. Clark is trying to redirect a pass. Clark, oh my, from Schenectady.
Dawn Staley, like I said, humble. Before they even closed everything, she took the mic back and essentially said, shout out to Iowa, but shout out to Caitlin Clark. It literally said, you're the first overall pick with a girl on her roster.
Yeah.
But she did acknowledge that it's going to be with Aaliyah Boston, a former player of hers. But essentially says, thank you for being one of the, you are one of the GOATs of college, let alone, because she did not win, so she's not going to be the GOAT, but she's still one of the greatest, setting all these records and the impact she made for all women in basketball, to the point where even some of her cousins that may not be what big fan of women's sports, or people we know that are not big fan of women's sports, watched as well.
Yeah.
You got Alex Adams, who's a big proponent of it because he covers the PWHL, and we sat here and we didn't except for Zach Edey, because he was Canadian, we did not know who a player from the men's side was. Right, this one we knew players, and it's not just Caitlin Clark, but we're giving her the flowers because she's entering the WNBA draft April 15th. So you can see that stacked draft lineup there. A shout out to her because she had a whole state behind her. She impacted not just her hometown, but a lot of people across not just America, I would say Canada as well, because a lot of people here tuned in, men and women. So
I mean, they set records when she was in the game, right?
Records were set, yeah.
Last year's LSU Iowa game, it was a record viewers. This year's LSU Iowa game broke that record. And then obviously the Paige Caitlin game broke the record. We don't know the viewership for the final yet.
I think this one probably could have broken it because it's a final.
Maybe, who knows?
Because the final was good. Like I said, the games were good. In the first half, this game was very good. It kind of died away late. The UConn Iowa game was very good. I think that was probably my game of the tournament in a sense.
The UConn Iowa one? Yeah,
right. So it was a close game. We had a battle. But that being said, the impact she left behind is great. She's obviously the Iowa Hall of Fame. No doubt about it.
She's already in.
She is going to be a college basketball GOAT, one of the GOATs, right? I still think it's Breanna
One
Stewart,
of the greatest.
right?
Yes.
Thank you for Caitlin Clark for getting guys like us to tune in and enjoy women's basketball. And like you mentioned before, the WNBA, please find a way to market this well, but it takes two to tango. So consumers like us have to tune in to see this as well, right? We're not just saying it's just the WNBA. They're doing their best.
They've improved. They're doing better and
They're
better.
doing better. And the thing is, now we're with Angel Reese, Camila Cardoso, Cameron Brink, Takia Jackson, and now and Caitlin Clark, Aaliyah Edwards. They're going to be coming in, joining Sabrina Ionescu, joining Breanna Stewart in this league already.
The
Asia
studs,
Wilson, who are already there. It's going to help propel, and hopefully we could have better timings. We could see more sold out stuff. We try to hold ourselves accountable to tune in as well. Next year though, Paige Beckers is right neck and neck with her. We said that before, so make sure you guys tune in, because next year is still going to be fun with whoever new name might come up, but you already have Paige Beckers and Juju Watkins leading the way, along with a coach like Dawn Staley and that South Carolina squad.
This just hits different in the sense of, like when you play like a career mode and you're like, you go NBA career mode, then you go from the college to the pros.
Yeah.
It doesn't hit the same as a pro sometimes. But I think for not the NBA men's side, the NFL and then the women's, it just hits different because you're like, damn, Trevor Lawrence was the guy.
Yeah.
And now, he's at the pro. We're not going to witness Trevor Lawrence Clemson anymore. We're not going to witness Caitlin Clark Iowa anymore. And it's just like, damn, it's really over. And it's like how people retire, from professionals, like Kobe retired, like, damn, our favorite player is gone.
Yeah.
It's the same thing, same transition. The college career is over for Caitlin Clark, over for Camila Cardoso. It doesn't feel the same on the men's side because they could be like 1 year and done.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully.
But yeah.
Hopefully this also the players perform, because at the end of the day, it's tough to be motivated when you have a salary like that, because I'm pretty sure Caitlin Clark is going to be making more from sponsorships, because I think the rookie deal is $70,000. So that sucks, because that's essentially the same amount as like a financial accountant makes at my work or other workplaces as well. But yeah, no, like we said, it's a huge shout out to Caitlin Clark. It was unfortunate we couldn't see this with Sabrina Ionescu. At least you had the opportunity. It sucks you couldn't win it these last 2 years, but you were also in a program in Iowa you helped elevate, right? And that's what matters.
And then there was an era, right? Like we had a Bird and Trossi era in college. We had a Breanna Stewart era. We had the AJ Wilson year, Kelsey Plum, who was the previous record holder of most points. And now we got a Caitlin and Paige era.
Emphasis on and, right? It's
and
because we're not forgetting true hoopers know how good Paige Beckers is, right? That one game does not make her what her career is.
Yeah.
Right? And she's gonna come back motivated. But yeah, Caitlin in the end, WNBA first overall pick and roll with Aaliyah Boston and her vision. Ooh, that's a combo to the point where Pat McAfee's already got season tickets for next year.
Oh yeah, Indiana is set, bro. With stars. You got Halliburton, young stud. Hopefully Anthony Richardson. Obviously Indiana holds the stock. Like we like Indiana teams because of the Colts too, right?
Yeah.
We like the Pacers. We don't.
I've been a Pacer. I love Paul George, young Paul George.
But yeah, no, they got now Aaliyah Boston, Caitlin Clark. You got Tyrese Halliburton. You got Anthony Richardson.
Jonathan Taylor, Michael Pittman
Jr.
Cold squad,
right? So Indiana has some sports studs in their state.
Yeah, so let's see how that goes. I'll be very, very interested for sure.
You know,
if
my
you
dream.
got Pat McAfee getting season tickets, hopefully this elevates everybody, like how Pat McAfee did it for hockey in America. Hopefully this helps with the women's game itself.
Like, you know what's my? I won't say dream, but like a scenario I would be hyped for is that somehow Indiana end up with the first pick again, and then we gotta.
I hear you.
But then you also want to see them face each other as well.
That's why.
But like, imagine.
I want to see one duo.
Imagine if they're on the same
like,
team though.
Like if it's Paige and Angel Reese versus Aaliyah Boston and like Caitlin Clark, I would love that too.
Yeah, no, I loved it, right? I love that. But like, imagine if Caitlin Clark and Paige Becker's on the same team.
Yeah, that would be insane for sure. Both their movement off the ball is insane. Both their passing insane, shooting insane. So
like you're like, it doesn't have to. They're just dribbling up. One dribbles up, next time other dribbles up, and then how do you defend that? How you can't face guard both of them.
No,
you can't.
And then you have Aaliyah Boston just chilling.
Yeah, imagine.
But I don't think that's happening.
I don't think that's happening.
I think if I have a bold prediction, Minnesota might find a way to be shit, and then Paige returns home.
Yeah,
That's
probably Paige's dream as well.